Hello everyone and welcome to an emergency edition of a Crypto Empire live stream. My name is Connor from Crypto Empire, where we dominate the crypto market. I want to welcome everybody to the live stream. I know it's a weekday right now, not the usual schedule, but I can see we already have 9 viewers in attendance and already 2 likes. Go ahead right now and smash up the like button. Not going to waste any time. I do want to welcome everybody into the audience. Nonetheless, let's hop into my computer and go over the current situation with, of course, Terra Luna and UST, which is the talk of the town right now. It's on everybody's mind. A lot of people are affected by this, of course, including myself. As I'm sure a lot of you are aware, I was pretty big, I still am pretty big in Terra Luna. Had a lot of exposure in my own portfolio with just Luna UST as well as NFTs. So I'm definitely feeling it right now. There's no doubt about that. Looking at the market cap, Bitcoin is trading for $30,733, Ethereum $2,200, and everything is red right now. And we have UST trading for 62 cents on the dollar, and then we also have Terra trading for $2.21, Terra Luna that is. So, what do we do? What happened? Let's get into everything right now. With that being said, looking at the market cap of Luna right now, it's $2.1 billion. And if we just look at this chart of where the market cap just was before the crash, at its peak over here, the market cap was around $40 billion. And then just before the free fall down, it was 28, 29, 30 billion. Now it's 2 billion. So between Terra, Luna, and UST together, about $50 billion of market cap has been wiped out within the past 4, 5, 6 days or so since the whole collapse did start. So crazy times right now. And it's not fun, but hey, welcome to crypto, right? This is definitely very reminiscent of 2018, that bear market, as well as the March 2020 collapse, March 2020 crash. That, of course, is more recent. But anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at this Luna chart. I can see we do have Glasshopper in the building saying smash that like button. Absolutely Glasshopper. And we do also have John Gruber, sorry, can't speak right now. John Gruber, what's up, John Gruber, my man, and also Don Ragnar. Did you take profit from Luna? Look, I took some profit, but not nearly enough, clearly. Don, to answer your question, I mean, I was significantly exposed, and I still am significantly exposed, especially my liquid Luna, and then my NFTs as well. As you guys know, I was collecting quite a bit of Terra NFTs, and they got, we'll get into the NFT market on Terra in a little bit as well. But yeah, absolutely ugly scene. So supply and demand still works, as you guys can see. We do have this demand zone all the way down here from 89 cents to around 67 cents. And this was just wicked into earlier today. Luna was trading for underneath $1. And some buyers did actually step in right here in this demand zone. So that is why we look for the same chart patterns on the chart. Anyway, back up to $2.18 right now. As you can see, a big bounce from the level, but I think the dust is still settling. It has not settled yet. We could see way more volatility here. If you're entering into it right now, understand that you are exposing yourself to very high risk. Of course, buy when other people are fearful, etc., etc., but with the current Luna situation, it is a little bit different. Now, let's get into basically what happened, what caused this collapse. So we got our guy Charles Hoskinson, the creator of Cardano, tweeting about the word on the street. And let's go ahead and read this Telegram message forwarded from Anna. So BlackRock and Citadel, of course, BlackRock is the largest holder of assets in the United States. They pretty much own every single stock, every single company, along with Vanguard. But BlackRock is like, they are the octopus that has its arms, its 8 arms everywhere, its tentacles everywhere. And Citadel, another big hedge fund here in the U.S., and I'm pretty sure Citadel is the parent company of Robinhood, if I'm not mistaken. And we all know what happened last year with the whole, GameStop fiasco and insider trading, etc., etc. So these boys know how to play, basically, is what I'm trying to say, right? They know how to take money from the market. They know how to protect their money. So let's go ahead and read further. All right, so BlackRock and Citadel borrowed 100,000 Bitcoin from Gemini. They swapped 25,000 of that Bitcoin into UST, which is, of course, the algorithmic stablecoin on Terra Luna. And this was all done quietly in anticipation of the attack. When the time was right, they called up Do Kwon at Terra Foundation and said they wanted to sell a lot of Bitcoin for UST. As it was a large trade, they told him they didn't want to move the market and asked if he would like to buy their larger block of Bitcoin at a discount for UST. Do Kwon took the bait. He gave them a huge chunk of UST, thus lowering the UST liquidity significantly. This is important. At that point, BlackRock and Citadel dumped all of their Bitcoin and UST, causing massive slippage and triggering a cascade of forced selling in both assets. The real problem was BlackRock and Citadel knew that Anchor, which holds a lot of Luna, was a Ponzi. They were offering 20% staking, and this crash would trigger more withdrawals than Anchor can repay. And this forced withdrawals and selling. Basically, it was just a bank run. People panicked. They wanted to get their money out of UST. And this further breaking the $1 peg and wrecking the market further. And then BlackRock and Citadel bought back the Bitcoin cheaply to repay the loan and pocket the difference. And billions of longs and Bitcoin were wiped out. Pure market manipulation. So yeah, pure market manipulation. What do you expect? As is always said, this is a zero-sum game here in the financial markets. I know, some people don't understand what that means. It's a zero-sum game. Basically, it means in a trade, there's a winner and there's a loser. So in this case, BlackRock, Citadel made billions of dollars. Now looking at Anchor Protocol, current total value locked is $4.18 billion. This was $14 billion just a few days ago. So $10 billion has vanished from Anchor. Basically, what is happening is people are taking their UST out of Anchor. And of course, they want to put it into something that's not collapsing. So they are basically burning the UST for Luna and then selling that Luna, right? And we'll get into Do Kwon's thread as well, but basically something to look for here. This one, number 7. So, as you can see, they increase the minting capacity of Luna from 293 million to 1.2 billion. He said this should allow the system to absorb the UST more quickly. Because like I said, people are burning their UST. They're getting out of UST and then into Luna. And then they're just exiting completely for the most part. So there was a capacity to mint Luna from UST at 293 million before, and 6 hours ago he changed it to 1.2 billion, which allows people to basically burn their UST faster, to just get it over with. He's basically saying if you want to get out of UST, we're allowing the capacity to increase, you can just get out. He wants the dust to settle pretty much. And we can go ahead and read further about this. With the current on-chain spread, peg pressure, and UST burn rate, the supply overhang of UST, i.e. bad debt, should continue to decrease until parity is reached and spreads begin healing, right? Those spreads are very important. Naturally, this is at a high cost to UST and Luna holders, but we will continue to explore various options to bring in more exogenous capital to the ecosystem and reduce supply overhang on UST. As we begin to rebuild UST, we will adjust this mechanism to be collateralized. The Terra ecosystem is one of the most vibrant in the crypto industry, with hundreds of passionate teams building. Yeah, as long as these builders, Terraform Labs among them, continue to build, we will come out of this together. Terra has always oriented itself around a long-term time horizon, and another setback this May, similar to last year, will not deter the lunatics. Short-term stumbles do not define what you can accomplish. It's how you respond that does matter. And Do Kwon is basically saying that Terra Luna is not done. I don't believe it's done either, personally. Maybe I'm just being too optimistic here, but I do think it's not the end. I don't think it's going to collapse today, tomorrow, this week. I think it will actually survive from this, but obviously it's going to take a while to get back to where it was, to get the peg back to where it was, etc. And of course, everybody's pretty much lost trust in the algorithmic stablecoin protocol altogether after this event. So, a lot going on right now. Let's go ahead and see what's happening with the chat. We got Steve saying, what up? We got Lifer in the building. What up, Lifer? How are you? Could recover. I think it could possibly recover. Is your Luna staked? Yeah, I have a lot of Luna staked. And then I have my NFTs, which are obviously, pretty much illiquid. And those NFTs, I don't have them on this computer. So I can't show you my collection. As you can see, this is just an empty wallet on my new PC. But I mean, if we look at these NFTs, the floor prices are up, obviously, because people are understanding that there's a difference between the Luna price where it was a few days ago and now. But yeah, my NFT collection was worth, almost 1,000 Luna, and then, my liquid was, I'll tell you, it was a little bit more than my NFT collection. So I mean, hey man, down pretty bad. Not gonna lie, it's not fun. A lot of money has been vanished from my face, but what are you gonna do sometimes? That's life. You get punched in the face, you just keep on going. Let's see. Vladimir, just ridiculous event. Stay strong, lunatics. Absolutely. Let's see. Crack shot. I bought Luna at 275. Would I be okay? You're going to have to see what happens here as the dust does settle. We got to scroll down quite a bit. Here we can see Terra at number 35 in market cap. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what's going to happen here in the short term. But if you just bought in at, sub $3, if it does recover, you should be okay. We'll see. We got Moby Sage in the building. What up, Moby? How are you? Is that market manipulation illegal? Well, Vil, I mean, listen, it was Citadel and BlackRock. They can pretty much do anything they want, so I doubt the SEC will do anything about that. Let's see. Mike B was scooping up dragon eggs on the floor, my man. I mean, I saw some legendaries available for like 1,000 Luna when Luna was underneath $1. Right, so you could have basically went ahead and the deals were insane. They still are insane. I think there's still going to be more deals on these NFTs. Lavana talked about moving to a different chain, which is interesting. Of course, they're going to keep on building. The projects are going to keep on building, but they just got hit hard financially, right? They just got their war chest looted completely. So it's going to be a tough time for them to basically recover that war chest. Who made the mistake? Let's see. I want to survive this. I'm going to put you in timeout, my guy. You keep on saying the same thing. Let's see. All right, we got Mike B talking about some dragons. So yeah, that's the situation basically. Who made the mistake? Well, I mean, you can say Do Kwon is the person to blame. He's the guy in charge of Terra, right? Of course, so he's going to take the blame. That's what happens with a leader. The leader's got to face the force. Take responsibility. And that's just the way it is. So you can blame it on Do Kwon, but really you can't blame it on Do Kwon if you lost money. In this game, you have to understand that the only person responsible for you losing money is yourself. If you try to point fingers, blame other people, that's a losing battle. And if you never take personal responsibility, well, then you're really not going to get very far in the overall game that is life, right? So take personal responsibility. Look, I lost a lot of money, and whatever. What am I going to do? Hang my head and soak in shame? No, whatever. I've been broke before years ago, and I was at rock bottom years ago as well, and, this is really nothing. I've been through a lot worse in my life than just losing a significant amount of money. So it's really no big deal to me. Of course, it's not fun, but hey, it is what it is sometimes. And like I said, I've been through much worse than just losing, significant amounts of money. And yeah, money is very important. There's health, there's your friends and family, and then there's money comes third, right? You can't buy your health. You can't buy people that actually care about you, your friends and family. But everything else you can buy, right? Money solves pretty much every other problem in the universe other than your health and then your relationships, your friends and family. So money is extremely important, but it's not the most important thing. But it's third most after those two other ones I mentioned. So yeah, this is not fun. When do you plan to exit? So I'm holding what I have. I mean, if it recovers, great. If it loses, I mean, if I sell now, there's no point in selling now, right? What would be the point of selling my Luna now? Taking the scraps. I'll just rebuild, right? I'm not worried about building from ground zero. I've built from ground zero multiple times. And it's actually, starting from the bottom is just kind of fun, not going to lie, right? Like everybody talks about being at the top of the mountain. It's really the climb that is it's the fun part. Let's see. What is the play at this point? So the play is if you're already holding Luna, if you bought it earlier, any point above, a few dollars, well, then you're down bad, obviously. So what do? I mean, like I said, I'm holding mine. We'll see what happens. If it recovers, great. If it goes to zero, hey, lesson learned. Don't invest in algorithmic stablecoins anymore. Don't drink the Kool-Aid. But yeah, I mean, we'll see. We will see. I'm not looking to basically buy anymore. I'm significantly exposed as it is. If I'm going to be buying anything right now, that's Bitcoin. Right, because I do believe we're going to, like right now, the whole entire macro global financial landscape is not favorable for risk on assets by any means. This is a risk off time. Of course, inflation just got announced today at 8.3%. It was expected to be, or last month was 8.5, so it was a decrease, but that doesn't mean inflation is going away. All that means is basically prices are going up slower. They're still going up, right? Oh, a 0.2% decrease in inflation. Let's all raise our hands and cheer. That doesn't mean anything. All that means is that prices will continue to go up. Inflation is still here, but it's going to go up slightly slower than it was last month. So basically, and of course, the Fed is also raising interest rates. For the next year, risk on assets, it's not a good environment. Basically, it's a trader's market, like I've been saying for the past few months. This is strictly a trader's market, and the time to basically build positions for the next coming years. So the play right now is you need to understand the current market dynamic. Horrible, horrible conditions for risk on assets. So what does that mean? It means that basically we're going to have the opportunity to set ourselves up for a long time coming with this bear market, which is why I'm, kind of optimistic right now, which is why it sucks I lost big on Luna, but I understand now. I've been through this game before. It's not my first rodeo here. I understand that the bear market is basically where you actually make your money, because just like real estate, you make money on the buy. You don't make money on the sell. You make money on your entry price. That is the most important thing, your entry price. So we're going to get fire sale prices. Right now, 29K held. This is a multi-year support level on Bitcoin. I think it probably will end up eventually breaking through this level here at $29,000 and coming down to the next level at 23 to 26K. And, these prices are where you should, not financial advice, of course, nothing here in Crypto Empire is financial advice, but, this is where I'm looking to buy significant amounts of things like Bitcoin. Because I know what's coming next, and it's not going anywhere. Crypto is really here to stay. Let's see what else is happening. Do Kwon has a live interview right now. Good. He needs to go live. People are wondering what's going through his head. Also, just an FYI, one of my friends made 4x in UST playing around with some kind of arbitrage strategy on Astroport, swapping UST and Luna back and forth. How much did you lose from this, Corey James? No stop loss set up. Well, understand, my Luna was, a lot of it is staked and a lot of it is in NFTs. So that's not a trade. That's an investment, my friend. So yeah, no stop loss on things that are, investments like that. How much did I lose? I kind of mentioned that earlier. Rewind. Everybody talking about losing significant amounts of money, but what does that mean? Give us a number. I've lost 10K. Those are baby numbers if you lost 10K, my friend. 10K is baby numbers. Let's see. Money buys you great health. Yeah, not necessarily, though. I think your mindset buys you great health by showing up and putting in those daily deposits, because you can't, money won't get you a six-pack. No, I disagree with that statement that money buys you great health. You can be broke as a joke and still be in amazing physical shape. You see that all the time with like the bodybuilder guys or the people that live in the gym. They have big muscles, but they're kind of broke, right? I don't want to be that person. I want to be the well-rounded individual that has it all, of course. Anyway, let's see what else is going on in the chat. Has anything like this ever happened in crypto? The top 10 project losing 95%. This is the first time that I've really seen it happen. To this scale, Moby. Let's see. What else is happening? We got Mr. Sellers Homes. We got John Gruber, the two Crypto Empire legends. We got Dre in the building as well. What is up, Dre? Corey James, very curious to hear how much I lost. Rewind the stream, brother. I just kind of told you a little bit. I'm not going to give you an exact number. That's really kind of none of your biz. But I gave you a pretty clear indication if you just rewind the stream. What else is happening? Corey, bro, you got to relax, my friend. Let's see. I need money to feed those muscles. Yeah, gains aren't cheap, especially with inflation nowadays. Unless you like eating bugs, of course. Get all the protein from those. But I'll never do that. That's not me. Anyway, all right. So Astroport. So somebody was talking about an Astroport strategy. If we look at Astroport, look at these liquidity pools. Right now in the Luna UST pool, there's 3,800% APY. Or actually total APR, sorry. 3,800 total APR percentage right now. Super high risk, obviously, but if it does recover, you would just be printing assets. So very interesting right now if you want to be a total degenerate. Of course, I don't encourage degenerate behavior. I'm anti-degeneracy. But if you want to do a high-risk thing, you can go ahead and get 3,800 APR percentage on your Luna UST in this Astroport liquidity pool. And if we look at this, even on Osmosis, I don't have Osmosis open, but all of the APRs, APYs, they're all going up. Because people are taking their assets and they're just exiting completely from their assets, selling everything, exiting all the pools, unstaking their tokens. What does this mean? When less people are staking, when less people are providing liquidity, the reward percentages do go up, obviously. So that is why we're seeing all these, crazy rises in these APR, APY percentages. We just got a $9.99 super chat from Mr. Sellers Home saying thanks for keeping it 100 with us. You're an incredible presence on the internet, and I've learned so much in my journey and excited for the opportunities that exist this market is ever providing. Mr. Sellers Homes, thank you for that super chat. I'm glad that I've been able to positively help you out throughout your cryptocurrency journey, and I will continue to be here just as I have been throughout the past 14 months. Right? I started this channel 14 months ago. I've been in crypto since mid to late, around Q3 2017. Kind of just before the peak of that bull run. So I've been around now the block for a while. I've seen a lot, and I'm just happy to share my experience, my knowledge, what I've learned throughout the years. And obviously, I'm not immune to anything. I was big on Luna, maybe drank too much Kool-Aid of the Terra community, too hyped up on it. This was just a nice slap in the face. Nice slap in the face. Lost a pretty significant chunk of money, but hey man, it's not like it was everything too. Like I've always preached from day one on my channel here, you need to own Bitcoin. Like Bitcoin is the king for very obvious reasons. I know the whole entire bull run, we have the Ethereum maxis saying that ETH is going to flip Bitcoin. We have people saying Bitcoin, why would you own Bitcoin? I only want to buy altcoins, etc. I've been very clear that you need to hold BTC, and luckily, I listened to my own advice and I do hold Bitcoin. So it's not like I just lost everything, but I definitely lost a significant amount. And I'm not asking for sympathy or anything. I'm just kind of being honest with you guys, saying what's on my mind. We got Bob Lewis. This guy is a joke. I'm glad you think I'm funny, Bob, but I like your anonymous profile, and this is the first time I've ever seen you as well. If you want to say that to my face as well, come to Jersey and say it to my face. But you're probably too scared to do that because you're an anon. But anyway, thanks for your watch time and engagement. Let's see. Working a lot of overtime, perfect timing for me. Yeah, now's the time to stack your money and invest for sure. Let's see. Moby, thanks for the impromptu stream. No problem. So Luna is a dead coin. We're going to see what happens here. Let's see what Do Kwon is saying. We just got a $9.99 super chat from Dre saying, thanks for all you do for the Empire, Connor. I ain't going nowhere. I love crypto and love the Empire more. Dre, I really appreciate your support, my friend. Thank you for being here since day one. And yeah, we're going to continue going forward. So people are saying that Do Kwon is going live. I'm not sure where he's going live, but I'd like to see what he has to say as well. Obviously, I'm live at the same time right now, so we're not going to be able to basically do both. But that would be interesting to hear what Do Kwon has on his mind at the moment. And really, let's talk about basically investing 101 here. So, everybody wants to buy when prices are going up. Right? Everybody wants to buy when prices are going up. It's very easy to get very hyped up and FOMO into things. But now that prices are down, everybody is scared. People are selling, right? People are selling Bitcoin. People are selling Ethereum. Obviously, a lot of people are selling their Terra Luna. Now is not the time to basically be panic selling. You want to sell on the way up. You want to take profit on the way up. What I always do preach here on Crypto Empire, right? You want to be selling when things are uptrending, when you see big green candles. Now is the time to basically be buying. $29,000 is a multi-year support level for Bitcoin. this is not the time to be selling. You don't want to sell at multi-year support. Yes, of course, we could drop down lower, but now's the time to basically take nibbles out of the market. If you don't have any fresh powder, any dry powder right now, I would probably wait, because I do think we do break this support level on Bitcoin. But if you have money on the sidelines waiting, well then guess what? You should definitely, not financial advice, but take nibbles and DCA into things at these huge multi-year support levels. Of course, the next one is down here at 26K. And if you don't own any Bitcoin, this most likely will be your last opportunity to get some when it's relatively cheap, right? Because the boat will eventually leave the shipyard, right? The train will leave the station eventually. And this is probably, this next bear market that we're going to endure for the next 6, 9, 12 months, most likely will be kind of the last opportunity to get yourself some Bitcoin relatively cheap. Mass adoption is happening. And, this whole crash right now, this is definitely a blessing in disguise over the long term. Let's see what else is happening. UST is going up. Is this good for Luna? Definitely. We definitely want to see that peg get back to $1. Let's check the price of this. It's really the same. We got Brian Lloyd saying, this time in crypto is where life-changing money happens. Remember that. Couldn't have said it better myself, Brian. Absolutely. This is the time, basically, to set yourself up for the future here. USDT is backed by dollars, but they can always manipulate centralized stables in centralized ways. UST was decentralized and required sophisticated coordinated attack. Yeah, 2 brain cells. I mean, there's no doubt about it. This was a very sophisticated coordinated attack by, big money. People that Wall Street knows the game. They know how to make billions of dollars in a day by doing things like this, by manipulating the market. And this was pretty clear. As we can see this tweet from Charles, this was very clear. Kind of manipulation, and I was thinking it the entire time. And of course, the U.S., they want to regulate crypto, and this is just the perfect opportunity, problem, reaction, solution. Oh, this stable coin collapsed. We need to step in now and make sure this never happens again. And bam, they hit us with all these basically restrictions in the name of regulations. And it's very easy now to basically do a little problem reaction solution. USDT is next. So yeah, if we look at stable coins, if we go to categories, and then if we look at stable coins over here, if we look at the stable coins, if you're wondering which one is safe, the safest one is USDC, right? Because this is actually transparent, the backing of the stable coin. Tether is not transparent. Right, Tether has been attacked now for many, many years, saying that they don't have the backing of dollars in their account. And so, yeah, Tether has been attacked for many years, and they're not transparent of their treasury. USDC is transparent. So USDC is definitely the safest stablecoin if you're in any stablecoin at all. And then BUSD as well. Those are probably the top 2 safest. DAI is over-collateralized. So DAI isn't a bad idea either. But yeah, right now, UST it's a brutal situation. You're down 39%, 38% on your dollars. You thought you were safe in stable coins. Nobody's safe right now if you were in any Terra altcoin. And also Astroport as well. I mean, this is down 82% to 26 cents. The whole entire ecosystem is completely destroyed. And it will take a while to rebuild, if it does rebuild at all. As you can see, Luna Bulls, these things had a floor price of like $1,000 just last week. Now the floor price is 30 Luna, with Luna trading at $2. So it went from $1,000 to $60 in a few days. So this could potentially be a great investment. We'll see if it does recover. Because remember, these are CW721 tokens, which means that they are interoperable with the entire Cosmos ecosystem. So it's not that hard to move these to another chain on the Internet of Blockchains, which is Cosmos. So that should be interesting if it does actually recover. But all these NFTs completely destroyed, right? Galactic Punks, these things were like multiple $1,000 floor a few days ago. Now the floor price is 165 Luna, like we talked about. This is $2, so like it's a $400 floor now from like $3 to $4 grand. So, yeah, I mean, just significant amounts of money vanishing before all our eyes right here. Let's see what else is going on in the live chat. Thoughts on Avax? So Avax at $32. If we look at the chart, $32 is a pretty significant level from last year. It did go as low as 26. So right now, like I said, if you have a decent amount of capital, you should probably be taking some nibbles because we don't know what's going to happen next. But I do think that this is not the bottom. I think the whole entire landscape for risk-on assets is pretty grim at the moment. And I do think we see more downside. And of course, when Bitcoin goes down, all coins go down way more. That's just the way it works. All coins are pretty much like leverage Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin does a little thing, all coins do a lot in that same direction. So thoughts on Avax? Avax, great smart contract layer 1 platform. It's not going anywhere, but we're in a bear market, so it's taking huge hits on its price. This is what happens in a bear market. And this is down 69% from its highs into its lows. It was down around 74.5%. So it's just like every other coin right now on the market, down 28% on the day. It's a solid layer 1. It's not going anywhere, but it's getting hammered along with the rest of the market. So that's what I think about Avax. Let's see. With the correlation to Bitcoin and stock market indexes, BTC is going to keep falling. Wait for the confirmation lows. Corey James, you're right. And then also the dollar, right? Let's not forget about the dollar index. This is making higher highs. It looks like it's about to burst through its multi-year resistance level up here at 104. As you can see, it's already wicked up higher past this level, making higher highs. And there's a good chance this does just break out to the upside. What does that mean for things like stocks, things like crypto? It means with the inverse correlation, they are going to get slammed if the dollar does actually go ahead and break up to the upside here. So be prepared for that to happen. There's a good chance. The probability is in the favor of us continuing to go down here. All right, so I'm getting a lot of questions. When should I buy? When should I buy? Like in my Telegram DMs, like crazy. Understand, we're probably going to go lower. So be ready for that. That's going to be the ultimate buying opportunity. Brian Regassa. What's up, Brian? How are you, my friend? Thanks for all you teach us. Much needed. Looking forward to the next journey on the way up. Absolutely, Brian. What goes up must come down, and what goes down must go up. That's the way the market moves, and the next bull run is going to be fun. That's all I have to say. It will continue. Yeah, probably. How much UST would you have to buy to bring it back to $1? Several $billion. I mean, I don't know the exact amount, but probably 10 billion plus. Moby Sage, Levana Dragons, Levana Protocol. How might this Luna UST incident affect that project? Well, Levana already made it clear that they can migrate to different chains, right? Because like I said, these are Cosm Wasm NFTs. And Cosm Wasm NFTs can go to any Cosmos chain pretty easily, right? Just bridge it over. So Levana is going to survive. They're going to keep on building. And the short term, how it's affecting it is if you didn't buy any of these NFTs and you still kind of believe in them, you can just get them for dirt cheap right now. Dirt cheap. Yeah, I wouldn't buy UST right now either, Lucio. I agree with you. Let's see. T. Wong Berlin. So good to hear your stuff. Keeps up my belief that there's still room for making money in crypto. I mean, listen, crypto is an asset class on a rising exponential growth curve. This is the place to be, really, for the next 4 years. I mean, we got the next Bitcoin halving in 2024. Like, the opportunity here is too good to pass up. If you're thinking about selling everything and leaving crypto altogether, see you later. Good luck to yourself. But I still believe this is without a doubt the place to be in terms of the ability to make huge sums of life-changing money in a relatively short amount of time. Obviously, trading is consistent. I mean, if you don't understand trading, I suggest you basically learn. Now is the perfect time to learn. But, trading, it doesn't matter if the market's going up or down. You trade the volatility. But investing is truly, how you make significant amounts of wealth. And this bear market is allowing everybody to set themselves up for the next bull market. And that's how I made most of my money in the past, by buying in the bear and then having it ride up in the bull and taking profits then. So yeah, crypto is the place to be. It's on an exponential growth curve to the upside, and I feel very safe in crypto despite getting destroyed on UST. I'm still holding my Bitcoin, my ETH, and all the other top assets. So this is definitely the place to be, basically. When should we start to invest, Anna? I would wait a little bit. I think we're going to drop lower, but you can DCA in. Do you think Luna will go below $1 again? I mean, it's very easy for anybody to basically attack it right now, right? It's down, it's hurt bad. If somebody wants to throw a few billion at it, it can probably just wipe it out completely right now, right? Because we already talked about how it was a coordinated attack. If more people wanted to coordinate an attack, it's very easy to just slam this thing to the ground. It's very weak, it's very vulnerable. If it was an Octagon UFC fight, the ref would be waving it off saying it's over. But unfortunately, there's no referee here. This is the financial markets where it's a zero-sum game. And if somebody wanted to come in and slam this thing to the ground right now, they absolutely could just slam it to the ground, completely KO it. So yeah, there's a chance it could go below $1 again. Let's see. Thoughts on Casper? Casper getting wrecked, I'm sure. Yeah, so Casper making new all-time lows right now. So, actually, it's still got a ways to go before its exchange listing on Huobi. This was back in May of 2021. The exchange listing was about 3 cents, and now Casper is at 3.5 cents. So yeah, this is still a solid layer 1. I mean, listen, developers are only getting better at their jobs, figuring more things out, figuring better ways to do things here in crypto. The speed of things being shipped out is only improving. The technology is only improving, but the prices are going down. Fundamentals are getting stronger while prices go down. I still think Casper is a great project. Now you're seeing it at fire sale prices. So Casper, yeah, I mean, if you got some dry powder, it's possible. We've already seen Luna drop 90%, and then the day later drops another 90%. But it's possible that we see Casper 2 cents, 1 cent below a cent. There's nothing impossible here in this bear market, because a small cap alt gets destroyed in a bear market. Let's see, UCY. Do you think SHIB will ever come back? No idea, and I don't necessarily care about that one. SHIB, it's a meme. It's holding up a lot better than a lot of other things right now. Right, this was only September of last year. Yeah, I mean, SHIB isn't even fully KO'd. Like, SHIB is stronger, holding up stronger than a lot of other things. But yeah, we'll see what happens with that. I wouldn't touch SHIB, even in the bear market. Harmony 1 as well. Let's check out Harmony 1. So Harmony 1 back to 4.5 cents. And this is another solid layer 1. If you look at the network effect of Harmony 1 too, the transactions that take place on this, like, it's a growing chain. Very solid EVM virtual machine blockchain getting hammered and going back to price levels not seen since February of 2021 here. This is a 3-day chart, by the way, just looking at everything at a zoomed out time frame. But yeah, Harmony 1 taking a beating just like everything else. Moby, I'll see you later, my friend. Get back to work. Mike B, would a Rune, BUSD, LP, and Thorchain be a good strategy because of their ILP, impermanent loss protection after 100 days? I think that's a pretty good idea, Mike. BUSD being a safer stable coin than, of course, UST and Tether. So yeah, could be a good move there. If we look at that, pull that up. Look at ThorSwap. We go to liquidity here. All right, I want to see the percentage APYs, but it looks like we have to connect a wallet. And let's see. All right, I have to look at this after, or we can just go to Thor yield. But we'll see. I think that's a pretty good idea to put some money to use on. Okay, here we go. So Rune BUSD is 29% right now, and you have impermanent loss protection. So yeah, that could, I mean, you're getting 29%. So yeah, I don't think Thorchain is going to fail. I believe in Thorchain. I think Thorchain is a great protocol, and Rune on fire sale now during this bear market could be a huge play. Let's see, the fact that Luna went to 84 cents for no reason to buy above $1. Yeah, crazy. Thoughts on KDA? KDA is a solid layer 1, Lewis. The only thing with KDA, Kadena, is they have a community, but nobody really uses their chain. Like, they need to build an ecosystem that people want to use, and they don't necessarily have that just yet. Right? It's a very solid project, but you can have the best blockchain in the world, but if nobody's really using it, it doesn't matter. But yeah, I mean, this looks like it can come back down to below $1. So I wouldn't be in any rush to buy Kadena. You got $1 and then you got like 30 cents on that. Let's see what else is going on. Phantom. I wouldn't touch Phantom, Steven. I don't necessarily believe in Phantom the way I do with some others. Any update on Lid Entry? They won the Polkadot Parachain slot. Yeah, I mean, Lid Entry, take a look at that. Any update on it? No, not at this current moment in time. Getting battered just like everything else in the market. Down 95% from its high in February of 2021. And that's what you expect during a bear market, of course. But yeah, Lid Entry, I mean, decentralized ID for Web 3.0. Very solid, fundamentally strong project. It's awesome that they won their Parachain slot. And, we'll see what does happen. Polkadot, we'll see how Polkadot continues to build and develop throughout this bear market going into the next bull market. Polkadot, obviously one of the strongest projects in crypto, has one of the biggest, institutional backing. Terra also had a huge institutional backing. Terra has big VCs that don't want to see it fail as well as Near Protocol has a lot of big VCs, right? Those were the big three in terms of institutional backing. Terra, Polkadot, and Near. So I doubt those big VCs want to see their investment completely fail altogether, which is why I'm kind of curious to hear what Do Kwon has to say as well. But we'll see. Possible to hit below $2. Definitely possible we see that. KSM long term. I just talked about Polkadot, but yeah, Kusama as well long term. It's strong, right? It's a strong ecosystem. It's kind of like Kadena, though, where it just needs people to use it. Like, if people actually started adopting it and using it, that would be great. Wow, Polkadot below $10 too. Yeah, Dot getting hammered. Really ashamed to see. Didn't really have any kind of bounce up to $12.50. But yeah, we're going back to $4 or $5 like we were, before it took off to 50. So if you missed the train, you should be extremely, grateful and joyful right now that you're going to get another crack at this opportunity. I rode Polkadot up from about $4.50 all the way up to 50, sold a bit, covered my risk, and now we're right back to where we started. Obviously, I contributed a nice amount into those parachain auctions as well, but yeah, Kusama, Polkadot, very strong. I don't think they're going anywhere. NC Productions, would I touch Luna if it goes below $1 again? It's tough to say right now. I don't think it's going to completely fail, but it's going to take some time to recoup. And like I just said, anybody can come along if they want to just knock it out, right? If a hedge fund wants to come along and just knock it out for whatever reason, they could easily do that right now. right? It's down bad. It's easy to just do the KO on something like Terra Luna right now. If you have a few $1 billion to spare and you want to show no mercy. So it's super high risk right now. It's trying to catch a falling knife. It's super volatile. It could go up. It could go down. The best thing to do at times like this is basically nothing at all. Unless you want to invest into something like BTC or ETH with the DCA approach, just take some nibbles at it. That would be a good move. Time horizon on the bear market. I don't think it's going to be 3 years. No, 3 years is too long. I'd say 6 to 9 months is my timeline right now. EDM, Bitcoin will crash to 11K. I don't think 11K will happen. 11K is too low for Bitcoin for my prediction. Right? Basically, there's going to be a level that people are going to be like, okay, I'm buying this. It's too cheap. We're going to see where real demand is. Like, we know, like, 11K is crazy low prediction. It's easy to make that prediction if you're a bear. You know, that's like calling for 100K. Right? It's an extreme on the spectrum. The next main level is 26 here, 26,000. If it does go lower, it probably wicks down lower. But, you know, right now, take it level by level. 26 is the next one. Let's see. We got Chief Morehoff saying, great channel. Appreciate you, Chief. Let's see. Bought Luna at $1 for 1 million and sold it $7 straight. Crypto is amazing. Congratulations if you made $7 million on that. Also on FTM, Phantom. I don't really like Phantom. It would not be my first coin to look to buy. As you can see, trading for 35 cents. Went as low as 26. Yeah, I wouldn't touch this. I mean, there's too many other solid layer ones to go into something like Phantom, personally speaking. Quaz, by the way, you say not to buy anything. It's great. Red opportunity depends on term goals. Absolutely. I'm saying don't try to catch a falling knife. But if you're investing here as an investor, you know, you should highly consider buying. I took some nibbles at Bitcoin this morning when it was 29 grand. Right? That's dirt cheap. And only do that if you have spare capital to do so. What are you looking to accumulate during the crypto winter? Obviously, Bitcoin and ETH are your number 1 and 2s. BNB not going anywhere. BNB is pretty much the Amazon of crypto. Solana, interesting, right? Because Solana is actually still in beta, right? Solana is full-on mainnet, never even launched yet. So all their problems, it's still only in beta. So they can use that as an excuse. Oh, we're only in beta. We're not fully live yet. And Solana, of course, built for high throughput layer 1 mass adoption. Solana could be a play, right? Definitely have my eyes on that. And I was actually discussing this earlier with some other people. We could have a banker coin bull run, the next bull run, right? The banker coins could wake up. We're going to see what happens with the XRP lawsuit. But let's not forget about things like Algorand. Algorand, fast, cheap, highly scalable layer 1. Governments already using it. Central banks already adopting it. Algorand could be a play for sure. Quants, I mean, CBDCs and quant go hand in hand. Obviously, after UST collapsing, the regulators are going to have their mouths foaming. Oh, we need CBDC so this doesn't happen. Quant steps right in. HBAR, Hedera, another banker coin. So I think the banker coins could have a run up. I don't think Cosmos Atom is going anywhere. But yeah, that's just a small little list right there. New about Luna, please. Avax or Solana? Solana. Kyber Network, let's see. Just bought some VRA. Terra wrecked me just as bad on my Levana Dragons NFTs and my holdings in Luna and UST. Yeah, me and you both. Me and you both. Let's take a look at VRA. VRA trading beneath 1 penny. Yeah. 7/8 of a penny right now. VRA. Holding on to critical support, but it looks like this could lose it over here. And next up for VRA, you do have down here at 0.0035. Nice big wide demand zone down here. Huge level from 3.8 down to 1.7 tenths of a penny. But VRA, I mean, I made solid gains with VRA this past bull run. And now it's pretty much coming back to where it started. And I think it will have another big run up as well. All-time high was November 1st. Seems like it was yesterday, but that was like 6 months ago now. So yeah, VRA, definitely a solid coin to accumulate. Solid one to accumulate in the bear, I believe. Market cap is $34.5 million. So super low market cap. And this could, if this goes to $1 billion, you do the math, you work out the math on that. But that is a nice multiple right there, well over 10x. I'm done with the traditional system, no banker, anything. I agree with you. You know, if I do go heavy on banker coins, it's to sell it at a profit and then buy Bitcoin. It's a trade. I'm not saying I believe in the banker coins. All I'm saying is there's a good chance that in the next bull run, you know, all the people that were talking about HBAR and XRP in every single one of their videos, etc., they could potentially be right this next bull run we have. And all I'm saying is I would ride the train up, sell it for a profit, and move it over into something like Bitcoin that is decentralized. But I'm just talking about ways to basically make money. 2 brain cells. I agree with you, though. Osmosis Zone is about to vote to possibly unbond all LP, Luna, and UST. I mean, yeah, if they want to save Osmosis, that's probably a good idea because it's dragging it down, right? 2 brain cells wants complete decentralization. Me and you both, right? Me and you both, but let's not count off making a profit from the banker coins and then selling it into a decentralized asset, right? That's just trading 101. You take money from the market and you put it into things you believe in for the long term. So many rugs around. Do your own research. Let's see. Interesting comment there, Matty Chris. Can you suggest gold coin to buy and at what price? Not sure what you mean by that. What about USDD from Tron? I mean, so let's talk about this for a second. Let's talk about this bull run. Let's do a little bit of a review here. USDD still holding its peg, down 0.04% from $1. But let's do a little bit of a recap here. We saw metaverse gaming tokens. We saw Axie Infinity go from nothing to over $100 in the summertime. Right? Then we had a metaverse bull run. We saw things like Wonderland Time. Well, first it was Olympus DAO over the last summer. And then things like Wonderland Time pop up, Jade Protocol, Spartacus. All the DAOs popped up. They all went to zero. Right? The nodes, strong nodes. Everybody makes money initially. Then all the other ones start popping up. They all go to zero. Stable coins now. UST does well for a very long time. Near Protocol, Tron, they announced that they're going to be announcing their own stable coins. Starts getting destroyed. Whenever the copycat effect starts to happen in crypto, that's usually a very strong top signal. Looking back at this past bull run that occurred, whenever everybody starts copying one idea, that's when you know, okay, this is not good. Clearly there's Ponzi-nomics here, because if they're copying it, it means they're basically able to print money from nothing. Step in GMT right now, I mean, you can trade that, but if you want to invest into something like GMT, like, is not the time to do that was a few months ago when it first launched. There's a good chance that it gets destroyed as well. So yeah, that's just how the game works here. Whenever you see everything start to copy one project, right now we have USDD and USN on near copying UST. It's just red flags go off like crazy in my head when I see that. Where can you buy VRA on Qcoin? Can you list some solid layer ones in your opinion? I mean, you got the main ones like BNB. Solana right now is okay, especially given the current circumstances. Polkadot layer 0, good. Juno, I think, is going to have a monstrous bull run the next time around. I'm still holding Juno, and Juno is one that I look to stack and just stake. Stack and stake, stack and stake. Wait for the next bull market for Juno, and I think Juno has a very bright future. And then H-bar as well, a very solid layer 1. Gala got destroyed. Let's take a look at Gala. I mean, if people need liquidity, they're going to sell it. And yeah, this is breaking. This broke critical support down here at 7.7 cents. So yeah, Gala down bad. And now from its all-time high, it looks like it's a 90% or about. 91% from its high. So yeah, Gala is one that it's a strong metaverse. I hold this in my metaverse portfolio. I've spoken about Gala repeatedly here on Crypto Empire. And now it is cheaper than it has been for the past, 6+ months. So Gala destroyed, yeah, on fire sale. And it's possible it does keep on going lower too. So Gala's a good one, though. Gala's one where you would probably want to accumulate that during the bear market. Pulse Chain, yeah, Richard Hart for sure. Can't sleep on Richard Hart. Don't trust any algo stables anymore. Don't get on the TRX train. Yeah, now is not the time to be going into algorithmic stable coins by any means. Is Luna going to hit $0? Possibly. Somebody can come along and KO it right now. Easily. I mean, just looking at this watch list that I have here, it's just destroyed. Everything is destroyed. Luna back down to 170. Let's go to a 15-minute chart and take a look at this in real time. So this was a weekly demand level down here from 87 to 68. And we had the bounce from the weekly demand level, and it's coming back down to retest it right now. So, yeah, expect it to go underneath $1 again. What are the safe coins to invest in? Bitcoin and ETH, but Bitcoin. What do you think about the next narrative will be to arise from the ashes? Gaming still a possible play? Absolutely gaming. Gaming will come back. I mean, the plan is to have everybody, sit inside for the rest of their life and wear their headsets. So crypto gaming, yeah, don't sleep on crypto gaming for sure. Think about FET and CRO. FET, same fundamentals, only getting stronger, but it's at 14 cents right now. So, yeah, dirt cheap. Dirt cheap. Lost its support levels from last summer. And good chance this thing goes to 10. Next level is over here at 12 to 10. So very strong chance we see it sub 10 cents. Let's see, Luna under $2. Yeah, we just looked at that. Hero and Everdome. So we got the Everdome land sale coming up soon. Everdome is 2.5 cents right now. I mean, if you got in the Everdome pre-sale, it's still 25x from the pre-sale. But obviously, if you bought it anytime after, you're getting hit hard. But yeah, we got the land sale coming up for Everdome, and people need liquidity. People are up 25x on Everdome. What they're going to do if they need liquidity, they're going to sell it. So expect this to drop more. And then Meta Hero, same song and dance with this. So it's 1.6 cents. This is a daily chart. I mean, well, if this is your first bear market, welcome. Everything pretty much goes to the bottom of the chart. Like, it goes to levels that you would never basically expect, and it just goes there. So welcome to the party if this is your first one. Get used to it. Gonna wait for the sleeper, RSR, and Safe Haven Shah. Two good ones right there, Rigoberto. We'll see if RSR has a comeback. RSR was a one that, I first started talking about RSR when it was like, I started making videos at least around here, over here in late February, early March. It went up to 11. I didn't think that was the high up here at 11 cents, but it turned out to be the high for RSR. Now we're back at 0.004, and insane. This thing just fell off a cliff. Fell off a complete cliff. I know I'm not the only one that got wrecked on RSR, but yeah, I should have taken profits at 11 cents. And then Shaw Safe Haven, another solid one as well. I like Shaw. Richard Van Houston, thanks for the updates. Keep up the good work. Appreciate your support, my friend. Thank you. I know you like FET, but what do you think? AI narrative is closer than ever. What's your conviction on FET? I still have high conviction on FET. For the next bull run, I mean, during this entire bear market, it's going to be down. Nobody's going to want to buy it. That's probably going to be the time to buy it. I think it's going to have a good next bull run, and it's going to multiply by a few X's by minimum. So I think FET, I have high conviction that it will perform well when the market does eventually flip bullish 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24 months down the line. We don't know when it will flip bullish again, but FET is one where I do think it will perform well. Let's see. What do you think about Matic? Matic was my best win from the past bull run, so I like Matic. And I took profit on Matic too. Right? Matic was my best move ever, actually, in terms of crypto. So Matic will always hold a special place in my heart. Thoughts on it now? It's holding this level from July of 2021, but it looks like it will lose it. And when it does lose it, it's coming to 30 cents. 30 cents was from back here in early April and last March. And this is where Matic is coming right now. But yeah, Matic's going lower. Everything's going lower. Paris swap. Should have sold the pump on Paris swap, Samir. That's all I can really tell you on that. Will Luna go back to $90? Can't comment on that right now. ApeCoin, see you on the other side. For sure, see you in that other side metaverse. Luna made a horror movie look like a fairy tale. Yep, pretty much. Pretty much. Let's see, Vajra, do you feel like the market will start looking at alternative consensus blockchains other than proof of stake and proof of work chains? Yeah, I mean, proof of work is still king. Bitcoin is still king. Bitcoin is the coin you want. Bitcoin is the one you want to own. If you don't own any Bitcoin, you're going to get the opportunity now to get it for cheap prices before the next bull run. Could be the last opportunity, but proof of work will reign supreme. The most decentralized, it just works. It works the best out of everything. And ETH right now is still proof of work as well. Having a very hard time switching that to proof of stake. And Yeah, I'm not sure about the other consensus mechanisms, but proof of work will stay king. Should I buy 100,000 Luna? My wife is insisting. That's only a decision that you can make. I don't think Luna is going to fail right now, but I'm going to wait for the dust to settle before I make any kind of move, right? A smart rule to have as a trader, also an investor, is don't add to your losing positions, repeatedly. And yeah, I'm just not interested in adding Luna right here. I'm going to wait for the dust to settle before I make any move on it. But I don't think it's going to fail today. But yeah, it's coming back down to this demand level, sub $1. And if this breaks, well, then it's going lower. It's just the objective reality of the situation. All right, so ETH. Looks like everything wants to come down right now. I want to take a look at what's happening with the stock market. Yeah, everything is red. So ETH looks like we're about to lose this level and come down to 2K. I know somebody earlier in the stream was saying 2K flat was a good level on ETH. And yeah, that does line up with my levels as well. 2K, then about 1,800. And then 1,600 to around 1,300 as well on ETH. And for sure, ETH is one where you want to stack it. ETH not going anywhere really here. And Bitcoin, of course, not going anywhere either. Those are the two you want to stack. We just got a $50 super chat from Fresh Personal Training, my man Fresh. Thank you for that $50 super chat. Fresh is saying, time to grow the bags again. Fresh, I know you've been through this before, as have I. And yeah, all it is another swing at bat right now. Another opportunity to hit it out of the park. And that's all it is. And I'm looking forward to this bear market personally. And it's going to be a great opportunity to set ourselves up for the next bull run. And just, like I said, another at bat. Another step up to the plate to hit it out of the park. I'm looking forward to it. Samir, let's see. Optimism is launching a token in a month. Maybe it's good if they launch bottom of Bitcoin. Possibly. Yeah, people have lost full trust in Luna right now. Rightfully so. Like I said, wait for the dust to settle. Personally speaking, I would do that. George asking about Rune. I'm still very bullish on Rune for the next bull run. I think Rune has a very needed use case in crypto with ThorSwap. And I think it will have a good run. I think it's going to have a very good run. I was saying before, $30 minimum on the next bull run when the market flips bullish, and I still think that's very possible to see $30 minimum, and it's $3 now. So that's an easy 10x if my prediction does come true. And I believe in Rune. I think it's a good buy. Obviously, luckily it's completely separate from Terra and Luna. It's its own protocol, its own blockchain, its own decentralized exchange. Doesn't need Terra or UST. Its main purpose is basically to be able to swap Bitcoin into anything in a decentralized manner, and it's going to continue fulfilling that mission. So Rune, great project. Definitely one to have on your watch list going into this bear market. AC Sydney, I lost 1.2 million in Luna, but I still believe in Luna. So I didn't lose as much as you, but 1.2 million is a big hit, and I feel for you for sure, but I'm sure you'll be okay. But yeah, 1.2 mil, that hurts. That does hurt. What are you gonna do? 6 figures, 1.2 mil, all feels the same anyway at the end of the day. World War III is coming, according to NJB973. Yeah, we'll see about that. Obviously, we got the situation over there on the eastern side of the world. We got inflation over here. It's just not a good time for risk on assets. Thoughts on Spell? Not interested. Not interested in Spell. Wouldn't touch it. Yeah, Mr. Sellers Holmes is absolutely correct. 155 viewers, only 66 likes. Right now, go ahead and smash up that like button. Helps out the YouTube algorithm, gets this live stream to more people around the world. Really helps out the channel as well. Smash up the like button, and if you're new here, hit that subscribe button down below and turn on all the notifications so that you don't miss any future videos. Mr. Judge Worm, this means that a blockchain must prove their purpose to be worth anything. Well, listen, in crypto, it's easy to get caught up in the hype. Right? If we look at these, I mean, a lot of these are useless vaporware. A lot of these here are useless vaporware. I consider Phantom kind of useless vaporware personally. Right? I mean, the fact this is $877 million market cap, like, a lot of this is definitely has no real value. I mean, that's crypto. That we're still early in the industry. It's on an exponential growth curve to the upside. But yeah, a lot of this stuff right now, here you see in the top 100, is garbage. So will things have to prove their worth? Ultimately, it will get to that point. But in a bull run, it really is all about kind of community, excitement, hype, sentiment, overall, outlook on the project. And a lot of people, the flaws get easily hidden in a bull run and exposed in a bear market. So, yeah. Let's see. What else is going on? From DOS 6, lost $160 of my money, but 6K profit. Frowny face. Hey, sounds like you're still up. Let's see the price of Terra, 171. Interesting. Let's see, George Ando, thanks for the response. I appreciate your comments. Have you seen crypto Twitter shilling SYS recently? Have you looked into that too? So yeah, Syscoin is a ZK rollup project. And yeah, I have noticed that crypto Twitter has been shilling it repeatedly. Obviously, money talks, so there's probably a good reason for that. Money talks, don't forget that. On God, how you holding it up, Connor? I'm chilling, man. I've been in worse situations in life than this, right? Whatever. Down 6 figures. It is what it is. Just keep on going forward. What do you think about UST time frame to get to $1? We'll see what Do Kwon has to say. 63 cents right now. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen with UST right now. They need to throw billions of dollars at it and have it backed by something of value. Having Bitcoin back it clearly didn't work out. Bitcoin is an extremely volatile asset, easy to be manipulated. So that plan didn't work. Let's see what they come from the drawing board with this time. That's all it is. That's all it is. Let's see what they got in store for the plan to restore the peg. If you would have to recommend a coin for small investments like a couple of $100s, which one would you recommend? Right now, in this situation, I would recommend Bitcoin. And I'm not telling you that's not a buy signal either. All I'm saying is, in a bear, Bitcoin, I mean, listen, this could be one of our last opportunities. The next, I don't know how long it's going to last, a few months, few years, whatever. This thing will eventually fulfill its destiny, in my opinion, and be the end-all be-all for crypto for sure. Let's see what else is going on here in the live chat. Can Luna reach $10 in 24 hours? Don't count on that. Seasick Viking, nice Rune. First time I've seen you. Seasick Viking, welcome to the channel, my friend. Hit that subscribe button down below. And yeah, been bullish on Rune for a long time. And I still believe in those fundamentals for sure. NC Productions, I think Luna will hit $1 again because rich people are manipulating right now. They will probably bring it up with them again, then slam it back down. I mean, yeah, you can easily manipulate it to make a lot of money very quickly. If you have the capital to deploy right now to do that, it's very easy to manipulate it like that. Let's see, Jay Polar. I haven't been in too many worse situations than I am right now thinking about it. Jay Polar, stay strong, brother. Listen, tough times don't last, tough people do. Keep your head up, you'll be all right. Reserve Rights Ranger, hello boys. Any RSR Rangers here? I'm still holding a bag of RSR, so you can definitely consider me a Ranger. But welcome to the stream, Reserve Rights Ranger. K-Loop, are you buying Luna? Not yet. Not yet. People are asking about USDT. Let's take a look at that. Is it losing its peg? No, not really. We'll see, though. USDT, the fact that they are not transparent on their reserves, on their treasury reserve backings is sketchy, right? That does leave it up to question what is it actually backed one-to-one, dollar to dollar. Probably isn't, which is why they are not transparent. So if we do see another stablecoin collapse, USDT, it would make sense for that to happen. Like I said at the beginning of the stream, USDC and BUSD are your safest stables. USDC is the safest one because they have actually shown that they are backed one-to-one to the dollar. Tether becomes unpegged, the entire market might unravel. Yeah, if Terra loses its peg, it's going to cause a huge downward spiral in everything right now. And I love to see what the plan is for Terra. Let's check out these deposits on Anchor. Hundreds of millions of dollars just continuing to get extracted from Anchor Protocol before our eyes. I literally just refreshed the page, and $2 million has now vanished from Anchor in the past second, it seems like. So everybody taking their UST out of Anchor, burning it for Luna, selling the Luna. It's just a downwards spiral down right now. People ask me, are you buying Luna right now? I said it many times this stream, and I'll say it again. I'm waiting for the dust to settle right now. I'm in no rush to deploy fresh capital into Luna right now. There's no rush to do anything right now. Sometimes the best thing to do, unless you're day trading, is really nothing. Okay? So, no, I'm not buying Luna just yet. And I'm not sure if I'm going to buy it at all because I need to find out what the game plan is. Too soon to jump into anything. ES Lob talking about the dollar index. Yes, I agree. Brought this up earlier, but I understand we have a lot of people just joining into the live stream right now. The dollar goes up, stock's going to get destroyed. Crypto is going to get destroyed. And this looks like it wants to go up. Like, this is making higher highs. Hasn't been this high. This is looking stupid bullish right now. As you can see, this hasn't been this high since 2002, right? So this looks like it wants to break to the upside. And the dollar goes up, crypto gets slammed. So expect more blood on the streets. Expect lower prices for crypto right now. There's no rush to do anything. We're going to have a few months most likely, at least a few months of everything super low. And yeah, just set yourself up for the next bull run. It's a great thing, honestly. If you lost money now, guess what? If you stick around, If you believe in yourself, if you make the right choices, you'll make everything back and then some, a lot more. Trust me, I've done it before and I'm here to do it again. And I mean, it's not like I lost everything either with Terra, right? It was a part of my portfolio, but it wasn't everything, right? So it hurts, but it's not the end all be all. It is what it is. Kakzan saying he's got to go. I'll see you later, my friend. Thank you for joining me on the live stream. The play is buy BTC, DCA style during this bear market to bull transition. That is the play, guys. I said my piece. 2 brain cells. I appreciate your input. Thank you for delivering your input during the live stream today. Jay Whalen, welcome back, Jay. Good to see you. Thoughts on DAI? I mean, DAI is over collateralized, so DAI should be okay. I'm not worried about DAI collapsing. That being said, USDC is still your safest stable right now. Alla, welcome Alla to the stream. Is Luna a good buy, Dylan? Like I said, I would wait for the dust to settle. Thoughts on VRA, Alice? I talked about that quite a bit actually earlier in the stream. I like VRA. Probably going to bounce back very hard next bull run. It's dirt cheap right now too, so it's a great price. You're getting it for pennies on the dollar compared to just a few months ago. And yeah, VRA, solid project. Nice little BTC bounce. Where you shake your ETH? Do you use Lido? Stake, yeah, Lido is the best place to stake your ETH. Let's see, James Mateo, just tuning in now, brother. Hope you're holding up great. Sucks what happened to Luna, but I'll be here with you every step of the way. James Mateo, appreciate your support. Yeah, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. It happens. What are you gonna do? And yeah, it's not like we're going anywhere. Like I said, it's a nice little chunk of change that was vanished before my eyes, but it's not everything and whatever. It's not like I haven't been here before, right? Started from the bottom originally. It's no problem at all. Built from nothing before in my life, and I have no problem. Now I'm not even starting from zero anymore, right? I'm starting from a leg up compared to before, so it's fine, really. UST looks like it's coming back. Luna looks more attractive at this if it closes on the 1-day peg. Yeah, we'll see. Let's take a look at this again. So 67 right now. Wow, it went as low as 22.5 cents. Absolute madness. And that was today, I'm assuming. Yeah, that was this morning. Yeah. Nice W double bottom here. Now at resistance. Who would have thought you just trade stable coins? What has crypto become? And then Luna at 175, not really doing too much right now in consolidation. It looks like it wants to retest this demand zone. You'd expect a retest, right? It usually does. I'd say about 80 to 90% of the time, price likes to retest. Look how fast it moved up from this demand zone, right? That lets you know that there's a pretty good chance it does come back down and retest when it moves with this much velocity out of a demand zone like this. Let's see. Can you explain what happened exactly with Luna? So it was a coordinated attack, apparently, by some big institutional investors, hedge funds. And pretty much they waited for Do Kwon to need to... We can just go ahead and read this again. So they knew beforehand that it was going to be in trouble. Basically, what happened was BlackRock and Citadel went ahead and they borrowed 100,000 Bitcoin, and then they had a plan set up They dropped it. Do Kwon went ahead, started to restore the peg, and then they just slammed it back down again. Genius play to make billions of dollars very quickly. You got to give credit where credit is due. These guys, they're sharks. They know what they're doing over there at BlackRock and Citadel. And yeah, it is what it is. Nice coordinated attack here. Thoughts on ApeCoin? I mean, in this bear market, it's at $6 now, $5.90. In this bear market, let's see. From its high, it's already down 78%. Doesn't mean it can't drop another 90. Right? The Bored Ape Yacht Club metaverse is set to go out, the other side metaverse, late this year or early next year. Q4 this year or Q1 next year. That leaves about 6 months of no catalysts in a bear market with a horrible, horrible environment for all risk-on assets, not just crypto. So my thoughts on ApeCoin is pretty much my thoughts on every other single cryptocurrency here in the market is it's probably going to go lower. So there's no rush right now to rush into this. If you buy now, you need to understand that you're trying to catch a falling knife, right? Now is the time to trade if you know what you're doing. Now is the time to basically look to DCA into the strong ones, like, Bitcoin at 29 is a multi-year support level. Grand scheme of things, it's a great price, but it's probably going to go lower. The probability is in the favor of Bitcoin dropping lower, so expect that to happen. But yeah, that's my thoughts on Ape. I love Wahi Hakobayan's optimism, saying that Luna will go back to $100 in October of 2022. Nothing's impossible. And listen, if Terra figures this out, if they come back from this and actually figure it out, how to peg UST to $1 in a decentralized manner, Luna's going to the moon if that happens. But that's a big if. And it's too soon to start talking about that right now. But you have to, if you're going to be optimistic, if UST and Terra does recover from this, Luna is easily a $500 coin, $1,000 coin, etc., etc., etc. But if it doesn't, it's worthless. All right, so that's the game we're playing right now. It's literally all or nothing right now. No middle ground, no in between. Either it succeeds or it fails. If it fails, it's going to zero. If it succeeds, it's going to take a while for everybody to gain trust in it again, for them to prove that it can actually hold its peg to $1. But if that does happen, yes, there's a good chance it moons. But there's no margin for error, no more forgiveness or mercy from the public. Everybody knows it's failed once. If it fails again, it's toast. So it's on it's walking on thin ice pretty much. Walking on thin ice. Yeah, George, I agree with you. Simon, I got some UST at 28 cents. Well, you're up now like a 2x. So you just doubled your money if you bought it at 28 cents. So, congratulations. That's awesome. You can sell it now and you just doubled your money, right? If you want to, not financial advice. All right, guys, we've been going for an hour and a half. I did want to do this live stream. I understand that a lot of people are panicking. Only 96 likes and 196 viewers. Go ahead right now, smash up that like button before I do go. But it's time to start wrapping this live stream up. I hope that you did enjoy the live stream. I did want to cover this UST and Terra collapse, talk about my thoughts on the situation, see how everybody is holding up in the community. I was obviously significantly exposed to Terra and UST, both liquid coins and NFTs. I know a lot of people that watch the channel are also exposed to Terra and the whole entire ecosystem over there. So it's not the end all be all. We're going to see what happens. We're going to see what the game plan is for UST going forward, how they do plan on restoring the peg. If they can restore the peg, that's great. If they can't, like in my mind, it's already a loss. It's already a sunken cost. Quick tip before I go. In this game of life, If you hang your head for more than 5 seconds when something bad happens to you, you're doing it completely wrong. As a man, you're allowed to feel sorry and down on yourself for 5 seconds. Then you pick your head up and you keep on doing what you were doing anyway, right? You should have a mission to fulfill. You should have goals. You should have your own agenda. And if you get all sad and down when something bad happens to you, you simply need to strengthen your mindset like a callus. Like going to the gym, you build the muscle over time. Same thing with your mindset. If you get knocked down, you just get right back up. It's not the end of the world. So it is what it is. Keep your head up. It will recover. Now we have basically the opportunity to set ourselves up over this bear market for the next bull run. There will be, obviously, if you're a trader, it's great. You're making a killing off of this volatility. If you're day trading right now, there will be many more opportunities. The bear market, obviously, is the best time to invest for the long term. So I'm optimistic about the future. I don't know about you. If you are as well, smash up that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you are not already subscribed. But it is time for me to go and continue on with my day. With that being said, I hope that every single one of you has an amazing day as well. And